Hi everybody, welcome back to another balloon tutorial. Today we're going to be twisting this cute monkey on a palm tree, and it's going to use this printed balloon that we just put out with a Lorax. So there you can see it has a pretty cute face. It's the funky monkey. So anyway, let's go ahead and learn how to twist it. I'm going to go over the balloons that I use to do it, and then this one was cool because it's pre-printed. You can see it right here. It's just a round balloon. You don't have to draw anything on it. If you notice in that one there, I did the eyes, but as I was looking at it before I colored the eyes, I realized that it'll still look good even if you don't color in the eyes. So here are the balloons I used to do that design. It's these 4 balloons. The round one, of course, you can get from Lorax. The green, we're gonna use it to do the top of the palm tree. And I use goldenrod for the actual, trunk of it, but you don't have to use this. You can use brown, whatever you have, right? And then black, we're gonna do the monkey in black, okay? So let's go ahead and start with the monkey first. And so the way I do my balloon videos, in case this is your first time, is I will turn the sound down, then I'll do voiceover, and you can follow along that way. It's that way we can keep that squeaking to a minimum, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go, let's bring that sound down. The first balloon we're gonna start off with is the black balloon to make the body of the monkey. So it's about 5 fingers, 6 depending on whether the size of your hand, but I would do 2 segments like that, let it go. That way it's about 10 to 11 fingers. Then I'm going to do 2 loops that are about 3.5 to 4 fingers wide, and those are going to be our ears. So like I said, I'm going to do 2 of those, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to backtrack, and I'm going to find that segment where the legs are, and then I'm going to pull that balloon through there. So we end up with 4 legs. I mean, the front paws and then the back legs. And then we're just going to match back up here at the end. Right there. There we go. So you can see we have 2 segments there. And then we're going to pinch twist right here at the end. There we go. So that's going to give us all our legs, our back legs and our front paws. And then we have our tail left over there. And we'll curl that in just a minute. But what that allows us to do now with the balloon, now that we have it ready to go, it's about, I would say, probably more or less the size of an orange, maybe a larger orange. I'm going to go ahead and split that, so that way I have the face there, and I'm going to twist that and just look at it. You want that more or less to be filling in that space there. There you go, as you can tell. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap that in where the ears are. There you go, and that fits perfectly right there. Good, good, good. And so now all I'm going to do is look for that nozzle on the end, and I'm just going to go right back to that pinch twist there. You can see right there, I'm going to join those 2 together. So I'm going to take that pinch twist, and I'm just going to, or the nozzle, and wrap it around that pinch twist, and then tuck it away. And now I can move the ears around, position them well, and then the face. And now I can also curl the tail. So there you go. See that? Comes together pretty darn fast. And if you've made the panda before, it's, following that same idea, but we did start from a different, we have a different starting point versus the ears, just because we want that tail at the end to be nice and long, and for it to be nice and rounded too. So there's no nozzle or any cut pieces on the end. It has a nice clean look to it. There we go. Okay. So our monkey is done. So if you wanted to stop there, that would be just fine. And that would be a pretty fast monkey, but we're going to go ahead and cruise along, and we're going to add the palm tree. So all I did is I took the spring green and I underinflated it, leaving about 2 fingers there. Then I gave it a squish, then I tied it. And now I'm just finding the middle, splitting that in half, and then I'm going to find the middle of that, and then split it in half again. And then you'll see that I'm going to mash these. After I double them over each other, I'm going to mash them together, and we'll get 4 loops when we do that. There we go. Okay. So now we're on our way. So we're going to go ahead and reach for that goldenrod. That goldenrod is a 350, by the way. And so I'm just wrapping that around there a few times just to make sure it's nice and secure. There you go. So we have ourselves our palm tree for the most part. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, where the legs are, in between the legs, I'm going to pull that 350 through there, all the way through. There we go. You could pull the green 260 through there and make that happen, but I just like doing the 350 or the trunk, whatever you decide for the trunk, and that way I can pull it through the legs. And as soon as it's through, I'm actually going to end up wrapping it around the green several times to make sure it's nice and secure. There we go. And that usually helps it pretty nice, and it stays pretty good. And we're going to go ahead and cut it off down at the bottom here. Don't need all of that. Just to keep it, nice and compact, but still, high impact, which is really cool. And you can trim off that bottom piece. And you can't hear it, but I got a little hole in the balloon there at the bottom And so one tip here to cut down on time as well, like these segments right here that I'm twisting, you can see right now, I'll hold one up here in just a moment. You get that palm tree look. There we go. And that always looked really, really cool. But if you decide that you don't want to do that, one thing you can do to go around this and still give the palm tree look is you can do 3 big loops and just leave them flat. They don't have to turn sideways like the leaves you see here from the palm tree. So it's really a matter of preference and time as well. But I think either way, you're still going to give off the, the impression of a palm tree either way you go. So this one, just if you have more time, you can do that. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick around. We'll talk about the design and the design done in real time. Thanks for watching. Cool, we made it. There it is. Thanks for sticking around and watch the video. The reason I had the one up front so you can see is because I know there's pros out there that all I have to do is see it and they can make it. And so I want to definitely respect your time in that sense. So anyway, maybe what I'll do is I'll transition here in just a moment to a real time, and then at the beginning or in the description below, I'll give you the time for when the real time starts, okay? So let's go ahead and do that right now. We'll cut it off from here. I'll say goodbye, and then I'll come back in just a moment with the real time so you can see it being made from start to finish from scratch. So you can kind of get a good sense about how long something like this takes to where we end up with the monkey on the palm tree. So let's go and do that right now, okay? I'm gonna cut out, and the next time you see me, I'm gonna just do a quick countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then go, so you can see it, okay? Let's go ahead and do that now. There it is. Cool. Hey, we made it to the end. Like I said, thanks for sticking around. Like I said, you get a pretty good idea about how long this takes, which is cool because it's not just the monkey, it's the monkey on the palm tree. So I tried to minimize that time making just the monkey. and you know, decide that, oh, you know what, we should also have the palm tree. But if you already make one, I mean, it doesn't hurt, you know, to give it a try and see how this one feels for you as well. So again, I thank you so much for hanging out with me, and until next time, happy twisting. All the monkeys.